What we're gonna do right now is take you back, way back, way back.
And right about now, it's time for a history of bass. And this week we've got Drumsound and Basslinesmith, who consist of Andy Wright, Benjamin Wiggett, and Simon Basslinesmith himself.
The history of bass music in 100 tracks.
Now they all met in the summer of 1998 in Derby. They've been banging up the D&B scene for years and years now. Recent releases include One in a Million, Back to the Future and Through the Night, which did get a lot of play on Radio 1. I'm pretty sure that they all got at least B-list play. Pretty decent. They got a new album coming out called The Wall of Sound. It's out the 15th of July. Keep that in mind. I've heard a lot of the tracks and I know they are absolutely bangers. They've got a lot of gigs coming up this summer. They're going to Canada, Belgium, and they are playing this Saturday at Coco in London, so check that out. I'm going to get them on the phone line now and see what they had to say. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing, Benga? How you doing, Skream? You all right?
Skream's not here, by the way. He's got a toothache.
Okay. Well, you're holding the fort?
Yeah, I'm flying solo, but, you know, I can hold it down.
Yeah, nice. Go on.
How you actually doing, though?
Yeah, we're good. We're just on the M1 at the moment. Just coming away from a live show rehearsal, actually. We've been a lot of rehearsals and stuff, you know, with the album coming out.
Can you let us into any secrets about your live show?
Well, the live show obviously consists of all three of us, and it's an amalgamation of light, sound and visuals, and you know, we don't want to give too much away.
People want to come and see it.
My copy is Benga.
You know what I'm like. So tell us about your new album anyway.
Oh, well, the new album, it's called The Wall of Sound. We've been working on it for the last 2 years. It's a studio album. We've got, you know, quite a few features on there, vocalists from Sam Frank, obviously Young Man, Ayamara, DRS. It's basically kind of a snapshot of our music for the last sort of 18 months to 2 years, dominated heavily by bass.
Fair play. I mean, if you ask me, I remember I come round, maybe it was about a year ago, and you was playing me some beats, and I just thought it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, you were one of the first people to get, like, to hear 2 or 3 of those tunes, and it was interesting, the feedback. 4 of those have definitely made the album. You know yourself, when you put together an album, it takes, you know, a long time. The track listing changes and changes, but I'm pleased to say that the ones that you did actually kind of give the thumbs up to did actually stay on the album.
Oh, wicked. I've got good ears. Who knows? The next question's for you, Simon. Seeing as your name's Basslinesmith, what is the best bassline or one of the top 3 basslines that you've ever heard?
Well, if I'm honest, on the spur of the moment there, I would have to say that the best bassline that I've ever heard has to be Rocky did a tune called System Check.
System Check.
And on the intro to System Check, going through the different spectrums, he plays a snare drum check, bass drum check, and then he plays bass tone check, and then he basically puts this bass line in that just goes from high to low, all the way up and then down again.
System Check. Complete.
Yeah, that's the wickedest bass line I've ever heard.
So there you have it. Some of Smith's top bassline ever. Who knows? You got any more gigs coming up?
Yeah, we've got loads of gigs. We're going out all this weekend. I think he's going to Canada next week. There's loads of things on the horizon. Like I say, getting out there.
That's the best way. Play it to people. People can hear it.
Yeah, definitely. Out on the road testing it. That's all we love.
So we're going to actually jump into the reason why I actually got you on the phone. A history of bass. What track have you picked and why?
Right, we've gone for Egyptian Empire, the horn track.
Okay.
It's a 1991 classic, produced by a guy called Tim Taylor, and at the time, you know, there were lots of different pockets of sort of what we still call bass music hovering around at that time. I mean, there were so many that we could have picked from, wasn't there, Andy?
Yeah, well, the reason why we went for that one is because the noise at the beginning is so well known from tracks such as Horns for 94 by JB DJ Tactics, and then we've used it recently actually on the album Wall of Sound itself. It's probably one of the only ones that we can all say, yeah, that one has touched us and encased itself in our memory, like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we're going to get into that track so the listeners can actually hear what you're talking about. Does it bring back any memories for you?
Yeah, I mean, it does bring back memories because around 91 was around the time when I started producing, and I can't remember how and why, but I was invited round to Tim Taylor's house in London, the guy that actually produced this track, and I was really starstruck. I didn't have a studio then. I probably just had like a little computer and a sampler, and I was just starting to put beats and stuff together, and it was quite an insight to go around his house and see this great, massive mixing desk and all the loads of analog gear that you needed then to produce like music to the highest order, and that's what he was doing, and it was quite an insight.
So, Drumsound and Basslinesmith, would you like to introduce your track?
This is Egyptian Empire, the horn track.
The history of bass music in 100 tracks.